Hey, what's up, guys? We back with another episode of the ColeLogic experience. You're tuned in. It's another ColeLogic BookShare. We are still into. Wait. There you go. The Blackman's Guide to Understanding the Blackwoman, featuring our sister. Shout out to the Queen for trying to put us on game back in the day, but ain't nobody want to listen though. So if you remember last time, we left off at chapter 5. Chapter 5 was going into the integrating with the white man. But now we on chapter 6, where we're gonna talk about communications. Basically how the black woman talks, what she talks about, and why. Before we get into that, if you appreciate what I'm doing right now, if you've been keeping up, please donate. At the bottom you'll see my Cash App and my Venmo names going across. Oh man, I still got salt. Sheesh. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, y'all donate to that. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all those things. With that being said, we're gonna get right into chapter 6. Hopefully I got some food coming, so if I stop to get that, forgive me, but it's live. Y'all ready? Let's go. Chapter 6, Communications. Today's black woman is forever complaining and demanding that the black man communicate with her. By this she means she wants the black man to talk to her and tell her what's on his mind, despite the fact that whenever he attempts to communicate his ideas to her, she responds in the wrong way. The burden of the black woman's complaint rests on the premise that he does not like or accept the way she talks to him. If she comes at him wrong, all systems shut down and he does not talk to her at all. At least not in the open forum type of discussion that she wants. The black man is very vulnerable when he confides in his woman. To do so, he takes a step into what he already knows is a dangerous arena, because the black woman is known to take information he gives her and use it against him at another time. She refers to him as unresponsive and insensitive when he will not answer certain questions about his personal feelings or views. The black woman gets very annoyed when the black man refuses to let her inside his brain. The complexity of his views often do more to anger her and harm the relationship than they do to promote open communicative unity. The black woman wants the black man to talk, but if his talk is different from hers, she has a problem. If the black man is silent and unrevealing about his innermost thoughts, the black woman becomes suspicious and displays a generalized uneasiness. She can't block his idea if she doesn't know it. She doesn't realize it is because of her strident attitude and unpredictable reaction that the black man declines confiding his dreams in her. The black woman has emotionally dispossessed the black man. He has lost the sure-footedness he was created with. Therefore, the often illuminating revelation he arrives at are much too precious for the black woman's cynical ears. The more the black woman fusses and complains, the quieter the black man may become. The black woman is accustomed to speaking to and about the black man in a negative and disparaging tone. She may even speak to a strange unknown man in a more civil tone. The harshness of her tone of voice, the shrill, grating impatience, her cadence and inflection speak loudly of her disrespect. She sometimes appears to glare at the black man as if she is on the brink of physically attacking him. She interrupts his explanations with more badgering, and her disregard for his ideas is so ingrained in her psyche, such as to be pathoscopic to her nature. We gotta look up what pathoscopic means. Pathoscopic. When she is really angry with him, she will stand toe to toe, feet apart, hands on her hip as if daring him to say another word. She can fuss for hours, bickering, sneering, cursing, and competing to drive her point home with the highest extreme of emotionalism. She absolutely demands to have the last word. She may not only use the sounds of her disrespect to her own man, but will use the same intonations when angry with any black man. Her son, her neighbors, her father, her boss, or co-workers, her brothers or others. She can become so vicious sounding that sometimes it resembles a savage animal barking. In her anger, she will throw things, stamp her feet, I think that's supposed to say stomp her feet, slam doors, snatch herself around, and sometimes go into neutral. Her non-acceptable ways of displaying her anger are deeply rooted in her suspicions. When she catches the black man in what she deems as a wrongdoing, she uses that opportunity to vent all of her current frustration. She harbors grudges. The black man may start out arguing with the black woman about one point, and in the middle of the fracas, she throws in a few other topics, and by the end of the argument, he may find himself debating an entirely different issue. She keeps a mental file on the issues she is in disagreement with. She maintains about 90,000 kilobytes of negative information, and when she decides the runtime, she springs them on her man. When she decides the right time, she springs them on her man. The black woman is not known to practice respectful communication skills with the black man anyway. She simply does not know how to talk to him. Oh yes, she's a great conversationalist when discussing other subjects, but when trying to have a necessary one-on-one conversation with her man about a disagreement, a choice, an action of fear, she has a complete breakdown of interpretation of the English language. She can't distinguish between a soft, comforting voice and scorn and contempt. She blows her top loud and wrong. If she would present her ideas calmly and unemotionally, the black man could deal with them, and he does. But since she is so irrational about being right, she does not focus very well on one point, and her thoughts are scattered and unfocused because she is trying to argue about everything at once. If the black woman does not learn how to respectfully talk to the black man, there is little chance she will ever really get to know him, nor of them ever coming together in harmony. Excuse me, guys. Oh, a little trash talk. Okay. Some black women talk all the time about everything, about everybody, and usually in a critical and gossipy way. Black men do not like to hear gossip. In 2020, it's a little different, but hey, digress. It is too base for him to deal with. The black man will relate a story to his woman in pure confidence and later find to his dismay she has told all of her friends and it's public knowledge. Or she will make up a story and tell her man about it and pretend that an incident happened to someone else just to see how he will react to it. She tries out a lot of her own ideas on the black man in this way by claiming someone else said or did it. The black man has the boring job of paying attention to every point the black woman spills. Food on the way. Any and all seemingly unrelated information may come back to haunt him in another variation. If she talks incessantly, it is a sign of nervousness and anxiety. I'm going to repeat that one. If she talks incessantly, it is a sign of nervousness and anxiety. She may be uncomfortable with silence. She debates her points with a fervor and adjusts the language craftily to salvage her own theories. If the black man is so presumptuous as to inform the black woman that she talks too much, or that she should shut her mouth and listen sometime, she becomes sullen and depressed. She will look for faults in the black man to criticize and get him back. She might poke out her lips and make her jaws tight. She resists any information that requires her to change her behavior. This resistance is nearly mechanical and kicks in whenever she's under attack. She relies totally on her feelings to make important decisions and arrive at correct conclusions. I'm going to read that again because I fucked that up. She relies totally on her feelings to make important decisions and arrives at correct conclusions. She will hold fast to the most stupid ideology just for the sake of claiming. That's how I feel about it. If informed that her feelings are strictly emotional and have no bearing on reality, she fortifies her opposition and says, "That's your opinion, and I've got the right to mine." Oh boy, do y'all hear that a lot these days? I do. Unfortunately, this is not an act. She actually believes that her feelings are the truth. She will refuse to consider any actual facts presented to her and anything else that conflicts with how she feels about something. Her feelings are her beliefs, and no matter how far-fetched from the truth her position is, she holds fast to it. The psychic scars of accepting deception based on her emotions are deep and lasting. I gotta read that again. The psychic scars of accepting deception based on her emotions are deep and lasting. Commentary time. So, in the internet today, there's a lot of chaos or what have you about the fact that men are simping these days. I'm not sure if you guys know what simping means, but it's basically being very agreeable to the woman because you aren't able to get the woman to desire you and follow your lead. And a lot of guys do that these days to appease the women that they want to have sexual relations with, only to find out accepting the behavior just to get in her pants will backfire. That's all I gotta say on that. Hopefully y'all pay attention to that happening more often and see how it backfires, because it backfires. With that being said, let's keep going. The psychic scars of accepting deception based on her emotions are deep and lasting. She thinks that by agreeing with the black man, it puts her in a position to be subjugated. She is under enormous pressure to maintain her independent, separate, but equal identity. She views her difference of opinion as a trait that makes her unique and interesting. She cannot give in on issues that require her to change her thinking. She continuously waves her banner of fear. She is definitely afraid of being taken over and being forced to concede. Often, when the black woman learns something, completes a course, or even reads an article, she will attempt to sound wise. She enjoys the feeling she gets when she stumbles onto something she can wave in front of the black man and claim she knows more about it. This is particularly true of the economically elite black woman. She believes her textbook knowledge enables her to be over the black man. The black man is not impressed with institutional education in the same way that she is. He would much rather hit the streets and learn things on his own rather than take the time out of his freedom to memorize a slew of misinformation which he doesn't believe will help him daily. Some attend college. Others attend life school of the hard knocks and gain equal knowledge. 1 second. He didn't even call. Okay. She will also try to ask him complicated questions so he will admit that he doesn't know the answer. She revels in doing this. She thinks that her big talk will impress the black man with how smart she is and will make him look up to her. No black man is proud of a black woman who uses her education as a dagger, stabbing him into admitting her superior intelligence. At the same time, no black man wants a dumb woman who is not striving to better herself. Knowledge and wisdom is not always measured by book learning. The life experience of raising of consciousness the life experience and raising of consciousness is more important to the black man because he is basically searching for a way to have peace daily. So when the black woman talks down to the black man, it is designed to make him feel small, uneducated, and fundamentally stupid. She thinks her knowledge and level of achievement means that the black man cannot tell her anything about anything. She knows better. Alright, so my food about to come. We at the 17-minute mark. Examples of disrespectful language the black woman uses when speaking to the black man are as follows. 1. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. 2. Why don't you mind your own business? 3. You such a mama's boy. 4. You ain't nothing and you ain't never gonna be nothing. 5. You don't tell me what to do. 6. You do what you want to do and I'll do what I want to do. 7. Get it yourself. 8. You think you're right all the time. 9. I get tired of you trying to tell me what to do. 10. Why don't you act like a man? 11. You full of shit. 12. That doesn't make any sense. 13. Don't give it unless you can take it. 14. You didn't have nothing when I met you. 15. Your family ain't shit and you ain't either. 16. Men are dogs. 17. I do what I want to do. 18. I might and I might not. 19. Why don't you hush? 20. Be quiet. 21. Shut up. 22. You so stupid. 23. You can't do that. 24. Leave me the fuck alone. 25. You mess up every time. 26. I go where I want to go. 27. It's my money and I spend it like I want to. 28. You get on my nerves. 29. It ain't your baby anyway. 30. I told you so. 31. My mother said you wasn't no good. I should have listened to her. 32. You'll know payback when you see it. 33. If you don't, somebody else will. 34. You can't do nothing. 35. Stop. 36. Get out of my face. 37. I don't want to hear it. That. 38. Get out. 39. I don't care what you do. 40. I'm tired of you. Now, my food just came. With that being said, we have reached the 20-minute mark of chapter 6, which will leave us on page 63 after we have listened to 40 examples of disrespectful language that black women use when speaking to the black man. That being said, we will continue with the paragraph right after that. And I'll be right back after I eat my food. If you enjoyed the message so far, please like, share, and subscribe. It don't cost nothing to like. It only costs time to share. And it don't cost nothing to subscribe either. But yeah, that being said, but if you do got some cash at me, Venmo me, $ Cole, COLE 1212, and the Venmo is at UniverCole. That's UNIVER Cole. That being said, we out of here.
Hey.